Division Now, the #1 place for news and politics. Welcome to Division Now. I'm your host, Orjuan again. Today, we'll be talking about the recent assassination of Orjuan, of the Action Division Party, who was campaigning for the Senatorial seat. And while we may have disagreed with some of his policies here at Division Now, we do believe that he was overall a decent person who did the best he could. Now, so far, to briefly describe the situation for that political situation for the election, we do not know who Action Division is replacing their candidate with him. It could be anyone. We do not believe it is his daughter, Ilija, and quite frankly, the replacement could be anyone. But because of we only have a few days before the actual election itself, we should wait and see who replaces them. Now, to quickly describe why the Polish actually assassinated Orjuan. Orjuan was an anti-Polish campaigner, and someone many peers who support the independence of Poland hated him for that. And the Polish Republican Army, who are socialistic and Polish independence fighters and terrorists, did not like him and assassinated him during a speech. Now, we do, of course, condemn this assassination, and we want those people who committed the murder brought to justice as quickly as possible. But we cannot do that immediately because they are currently in Serbia, and we should wait until the presidential election has completed to try and talk with Serbia to help bring those murderers to justice. We also believe that that we should probably give Poland some amount of independence. They're already very independent now. They're self-governing, basically. And if they're not independent, they should gain some voice of representation, though not as much as other parties, because they're not fully part of Division. They are largely an independent governing body within the larger Division Republic. If they do want independence, a plebiscite should probably be conducted, or a referendum, to say how many people actually want independence, and if the majority do want independence, they should be given independence. The Polish Unionist Party, who were also monarchists, it should be noted, has disbanded after the mysterious disappearance of their leader. Whether or not this was an assassination or a kidnapping is unknown, but a further investigation should be conducted into that as well. And of course, a full investigation into the murder of Orjuan should be conducted. No murder should be conducted, and death and the murder of other people is only justifiable in the case of self-defense or in the case of war, neither of which is the actual case here. Now, we'll just briefly talk about the funeral of Orjuan. It's a rather beautiful scene where many political figures arrived and a few gave speeches of various kinds. Now, who gave speeches? It was among many people. It included, of course, his daughter Ilija, who has formed her own political party, the Humanist Party, which is a religious party for a particular religion called the Iranists. Now, they are an independent religion, and they should be, of course, given religious freedom. How much they want actual religion is an interesting thing. Secondly, was her boyfriend Tinko, who was a pro-Polish independence person. And finally was Karl Ainsworth of the Foxhound Party, who gave a warm speech in favor of him, even though they had their own disagreements. And they all gave speeches in favor, supporting Orjuan, even if they personally disagreed with his politics. Eva was supposed to speak, but was unable to arrive and talk due to various situations in his own personal life. But that is, of course, understandable given the situation and this attains elections. And these elections are, of course, important because these are the first elections of the Division Republic, and they do need to be sorted out and properly managed so we get a proper functioning government as soon as possible. Finally, we should briefly talk about the political ramifications of this. First, Karl Ainsworth of the Foxhound Party wants a complete investigation into this, much as we do, and he also wants Poland to be given independence if they support it. The majority of the population, that is, supports independence. And we do support this plan, as we stated before. So, that is our show for tonight. I've been your host, Edward Redigan, and this is Division Now.